say, man, hey, it's been a task putting this coon of the week out there. I'm telling you, man, I swear to God, somebody don't want this information out there. I don't know if it's Facebook. I don't know who doing it. You know, I don't know if it's the coons that work at AT&T. That's the network I'm on. But somebody don't want this information out there. They flagged my other post, y'all. Had to take that one down. Boy, they on me, y'all. Them coons be fighting. Them coons and them coon lovers be fighting, man. But I'm going to keep fighting right back. I don't know no stop. Every time they try to stop me, I'm going to keep on going. Every time they knock a post down, I'm going to put another post up. I'm going to put something up on YouTube. I'm going to put something up on Twitter. I'm going to hit Instagram. I'm going to hit the Vibe. What they call it, the Vine, or whatever it is, man. I'm going to put the information out there. I stand out there with a bullhorn in the middle of the damn street and give you the information if that's what I got to do. That's what I'm going to do. Non-stop, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Non-stop. This week, Coon of the Week, coming to you live and direct. Shazare and DeMarquio Taylor and Devontae Middlebrook for their senseless murder of Tyson Gay's daughter, Trinity. This happened over the weekend in Lexington, Kentucky. It went like this, people. 3 Kentucky men, including a father and a son, have been arrested and charged in the fatal shooting of Olympic sprinter Tyson Gay's 15-year-old daughter, Trinity, police announced. Shazare and DeMarquio Taylor, 18 and 19, were taken into custody on Sunday and charged with wanton endangerment hours after the teen was fatally shot near a restaurant, the Lexington Police Department announced in a statement. A third man, 21-year-old Devontae Middlebrooks, was also arrested and charged with wanton endangerment, along with the possession of a firearm by a convicted felon in connection with the shooting. Officers responded to the parking lot of a local restaurant at around 4 a.m. on Sunday after receiving a report of gunshots, according to a press release obtained by People. Witnesses told authorities that there was an exchange of gunfire between 2 vehicles and Trinity was caught in the crossfire and shot. She died later at the hospital. The teen was struck in the neck, according to the Associated Press. And authorities said Middlebrooks fired multiple shots during the incident. Police told the AP that investigators don't believe Trinity was in either of the vehicles involved. I'm so confused. She was just here last week for fall break, the Olympic gold medalist told Lex 18 of his daughter. It's so crazy, I have no idea what happened. In the wake of the shooting, USA track and field team shared their condolences in a Twitter post, writing, "Sending our thoughts and prayers to Tyson Gay and his loved ones as they mourn the tragic and senseless loss of his daughter, Trinity." You got that right, tragic and senseless. And all too often, this phrase is being repeated in our communities. Tragic and senseless. Happens on the police side of things, happens on the community side. We're fighting a two-level war here. We got to deal with the police, and then we're fighting amongst ourselves. We gotta stop this amongst ourselves. Now, this killing ain't had nothing to do with systemic racism. That's the police thing. That's the whole police brutality, all that stuff going on, these senseless killings that they do. Yeah, that's all systemic racism. But now, this other head on this beast is this self-inflicted trauma that we cause one another. These self-inflicted atrocities. And I can tell you exactly where it come from, because I used to be one of them dudes in the streets like that. I ain't care. I didn't care. I mean, I was careful not to pop up no kids, no women, but I was pretty wild with it. And I can tell you where it come from. It come from the conditioning of being in America, where time and time we've been programmed to believe that black life really don't matter. And so with this sickness that America injected us with, where they time and time again have shown us in the legal system and socially that black life don't matter. We kind of have adopted that mentality. They say black life don't matter, so we say, okay, it don't matter. So I can kill him and I can get away with it. I'm going home. Now you got the dudes out there in the street, they'll be like, man, I'm going to smoke him. I smoke him in a heartbeat. Bump into me, look at me crazy, try to holler at my girl. I smoke you for anything, any little thing. Police come through, call your mama a bitch, beat up your girlfriend, push you around, plant some dope on you, do whatever. You ain't gonna do nothing to them. You ain't finna do nothing. Don't front and act like you will. You ain't finna do nothing. That right there let me know. You know what you're doing. You know right from wrong. But you decide you'll take a black life. But you won't do nothing to them folks that's out here disrespecting you every day. You ain't gonna do nothing to them. That's coon behavior. That's straight up cooning. And you gotta be called on it. Sick and tired of hearing people in these forums and these posts talking about this little girl like it was her fault that she got killed. Well, what is she doing out at 4 o'clock in the morning? Like your ass ain't never been out at 4 o'clock in the morning when you was a teenager. Being out at 4 o'clock in the morning is not an excuse for somebody to get killed. That ain't got nothing to do with the person that got killed. That's blaming the victim. It's got everything to do with the person who killed them. What in your mind made you think it was okay to take this person's life? What made you think it was cool to just indiscriminately shoot and hit somebody, kill an innocent person? People who take the lives of the innocent, our women and our children, they have no place on earth. There should be no refuge for these type of people. They got to be put down. It's time for the real man to step up, claim the community. The gangbangers and the killers don't own the community. The people own the community. It's more people than gangbangers and killers. It's time for the people to stand up. If the people want the community, they gotta take it. You gotta take it. It ain't that hard to take. All it's gonna take is one person. You know how you ever been around in a situation where somebody was a bully and then the bully finally got beat up and everybody was like, oh shoot. Okay, he ain't that bad after all. That's how it is with the gangbangers and the shooters and the killers. They the same way. Many of them, they're the same way. When they realize, when we start putting a premium on black life and we saying, you gonna get it if you get out of line, I don't give a damn who you is, who you associated with, you gonna get it, that's when it's gonna stop. Because that's why they don't mess with the police, because they know when they mess with the police or they kill certain kind of people, the police gonna make it hard for them to move around. So they put a little bit more value on their lives. Then they do their own life. This is coon behavior to the umpteenth. This straight up coonery. Straight coonery. Has nothing to do with gun control. Some people say, well, we need to take the guns off the street. The guns ain't the problem. It's the damn fools with the guns that's the problem. The guns ain't a problem. It's thousands of cops out there on the beat that's doing their job correctly that wear a gun. There's thousands of cops who ain't never bust their gun on duty in their career. It's many thousands of cops who retire after 30 years on the force ain't never bust their guns one time. Then you got these trigger-happy bastards that's coming into the force so they can bust. They want to bust. They looking forward to busting. So the guns ain't the problem. It's the loony-ass fuckers with the guns that's the problem. That's what the problem is. Alaska, 61% of the people who live in Alaska own guns. They ain't shooting up each other. They ain't killing people. I used to live in Azerbaijan overseas in a city called Baku. 4 million people. By comparison, Houston got 4 million people. We average about 15 killings every single week in Houston. You know how many killings they average in Baku? 1 per month. And it's normally some type of domestic dispute. Women can walk the streets at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning in full dress, makeup, tight jeans, tight dress, whatever, skirt, whatever, and not get murdered, not get kidnapped, not get raped. You know why? Because they got a common courtesy, decent respect for themselves and each other and the people in their community. That's why. And they're poor. The majority of people there are poor. But if you put your hands on them women, put your hands on one of them women, the whole neighborhood gonna whoop your ass. I seen it happen. Whole neighborhood. Dude jumped on his girlfriend. Whole neighborhood was beating his ass. Old women and children out there with broomsticks hitting his ass across the head. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you take the community back. The gangbangers and the killers and the thugs don't run the damn community. They don't own the community. The community belongs to the people. That's who the community belongs to. The gangbangers and the killers and the thugs, they only here for a minute anyway. Their ass going to jail or they going into a early grave. It ain't their neighborhoods. It ain't their communities. No way. It can be taken back. The people got to stand up. You got to stand up and take your community back. If you want it, you got to take it back. You got to put some action in it. And don't look for the police to do it, because many of the police are involved in the conspiracy to help destroy the black community. And they like the drama. They like the gang banging and the killing. They like it. It's fun to them. Because they get to go around and bang on the gang bangers and kill the gang bangers and when they get ready to. They like it. So don't look for them for any help. In fact, once you start doing the right thing, once you start cleaning up the community, just like with the Black Panthers, the police is going to infiltrate and try to come in and try to help, try to destroy what you're trying to build. Yeah, this happens in real life. So we got to do it ourselves. Real talk. All you cats out there that call yourself men, take your community back. Take it. It's yours. The dude, DeMarquio Taylor, Cesare Taylor, I don't know which one is the father, but whichever one is the father need his ass whooped. He need his ass whooped by a bunch of fifth graders. 100 fifth graders need to just grab hammers and beat his ass. How you gonna put your son in a situation where he caught up in a shootout? Now his life is over. He's 18 years old. 19 years old. 18, he's 18. His life is over. He done. You did that. You're supposed to be trying to set an example for your son and make your son a better version of yourself. I would never put my son in that kind of position. If I'm gonna go do something, it ain't gonna be with my son. I ain't gonna be shooting in no damn crowd. I ain't gonna be shooting indiscriminately. I ain't gonna be doing none of that ignorant shit that many of y'all do that call yourself real cats. Call yourself real. I know you ain't gonna like this, but you can't handle this shit right here. So go play. Real cats gonna understand it. Real cats understand what I'm saying. Real cats respect what I'm saying. Anybody that don't, I ain't worried about y'all, because y'all the problem. Cesare and DeMarquio Taylor, Devontae Middlebrooks, for that ignorant shit y'all did, y'all deserve Coon of the Week. In fact, if y'all know them suckers out in Lexington, Kentucky, if y'all know them, reach out to them fools and let them know they Coon of the Week. No more talk.